Well, the results were fine. Company, when I go through the revenues, not just by segment, but even the different geographical regions within each segment, the earnings are fine. The market simply got out in front of fundamentals on, frankly, a lot of these stocks, including 3M, which we've had a hold on for some time. Actually, we had a sell on it for a while when it was even more expensive. And with Caterpillar, again, the results were good, but the stock's overpriced. And one of the things that investors still haven't focused on is that about 25% of their cash flow is explained by capital spending running well below depreciation. So there's a point where, markets wake up and realize they have a bit of a nosebleed.
All right, wait a minute. So both of these stocks, you're not telling us anything. Both of these stocks were overpriced yesterday. They report today. Why are they down today if they are overpriced yesterday? What about the results caused the overvaluation to be noticed today? You mentioned 3M. You cover that too. What's really going on with 3M? It's not currency, is it?
With 3M, if they say it's currency, it is currency, number one. Number two is, for them specifically, it is, because they have a good amount of exposure to not just emerging markets in general, but in particular, because they're global, they are in pretty much every country. Some of these currencies have gone down 25, 35, 45%. They actually have real operations there. That includes Latin America.
How come the street didn't figure that out? How come that's coming as such a surprise to investors this morning?
Well, we've not been surprised, actually. Everybody else has, so that's fine. I can't explain why they didn't catch it.
All right.
We had a sell earlier this year. Now we've got a hold, and if it gets cheap enough, we may change our mind on the stock rate. With Caterpillar, again, I think there's been a lot of enthusiasm for the sector, for cyclicals, for growth, and that growth has been there. And look, the earnings were up 40%. The revenues were up strong, but the rate of growth is going to slow because they're hitting tougher comparisons.